All right, we'll get started in a cross-leg position, and there may be a prompt to let you know that this is being live streamed to YouTube. So as we sit here in our cross-leg position, just grounding down through the sits bones, feeling where the body is touching earth, hands come to knees and maybe palms up for a moment. We're going to touch the pointer finger to the thumb and allow the other three fingers to fall easily where they may. As you touch your pointer to your thumb, I invite you to close your eyes or gaze downward softly, getting taller in the spine, being intentional with your breathing, bringing yourself into a singular focus within your being. As you place your mind on the space where your pointer touches your thumb, begin to call to mind the intention of your session. As you continue to call to mind your intention, drop your chin to chest in honor of it. Deep inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. Once again, deep inhale and exhale. You can now place your hands on your knees, gaze forward as we begin our torso rotations, which release the back and the outer hips. Maybe you roll your neck along with it. Maybe you stay with the rotation. It's your practice, so take what suits you in 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. As you rotate, you're putting your mind on the body, the outer hips, the lower back, also on your intention and your breathing. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Refocus your inner stance on what matters most to you in this moment and begin the rotation clockwise 4 times and then counterclockwise 4 times. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you move back. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1 as we come back to center. Release the hands behind the body, the feet in front, just outside the hips. And squeeze the shoulder blades around the spine, gaze up slightly. Feel your chest open, your diaphragm lifting. And then begin to rock your knees side to side. Here's 8, 7. You may begin to feel this in your lower back. 6, 5, 4, 3, also your hips. 2, and 1. And come back to your cross-leg position. The goal here is to release the lower back and the hips, and we return to our torso rotations here. Noticing whether or not there's a difference from when you began. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back upright. We'll again release the legs and the arms. Hold with chest proud, diaphragm lifting, pressing down into the mat, gazing up, breathing. And then begins to rock the knees side to side. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Even right now, I feel better. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your cross leg position. Maybe change the cross of the legs from the last time we were here. This time we're going to hold. Come tall in the spine. Chest lifted. We're hinging at the hip, leading with the chest. Inhale, create space. Exhale, hinge at the hip and hold. You can release your hands down if you want support, if you want a pillow here to help you or a block. You're welcome to it. Here's 4, 3, 2. Inhale, press yourself upright and change the cross of the legs here. Creating space once again. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Again, you have the option to release your arms if that feels good to you. Tuck your chin to chest. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Keep your left heel squeezed where it is. Take your right heel and bring it behind you. Find the space that feels good with that back leg. Maybe it's more of a 90-degree angle. Maybe it's squeezed closer. And whatever you do, try to bring your rib cage over your hips as far as it will go. And let's take some torso rotations here. Feels a little awkward, but here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. We're going to drape ourselves over our shin here, just in a forward fold. As you're here, take your deepest inhales and exhales. You may feel the stretch in your outer hip and your inner hip of the opposite leg. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, press yourself upright. Get tall in your spine. We're taking a twist here. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Squeeze the right glute. Lift the chest and the chin. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center again. Let's switch sides. And when you're ready, getting taller in the spine is where we are. Drape yourself down. Find a comfortable spot. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself upright. Inhale. Exhale, take your twist here. Squeeze your left glute for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we come back to center. Now we'll release ourselves onto our back. Extend your legs onto the mat. Reach your arms overhead. Just allow the body to experience elongation. Reach through your fingertips. Try to touch the back wall. Reach through your toes. Try to touch the front wall. Press your shoulders down. Arch your lower back. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, plant your feet here. Your hands will come alongside of your body as we press up into a bridge and hold. Pressing through the heels. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hips. We bring both knees toward the chest now. Embrace them. You are free to rock or circle, whatever feels good. Be easy. Deep inhales and exhales for 4, 3, 2, and reverse. It's 4, 3, 2, and squeeze the knees to the chest here. Bring your hands behind your knees and straighten your legs, pressing the heels up toward the sky. Maybe play around with how tightly you squeeze your legs and where you squeeze them. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take butterfly legs next. As the big toes touch, the knees flare open. We grasp at the front of the ankle or the knees, wherever you want to be there. And you can rock side to side, circle the knees independently or together, outward and inward. Whatever feels good to your hips here. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just hold here. See if there's anything you can release a little more. See if there's anything that you could shift to support the pose. See if there's any place you can breathe more deeply into. Is there any place of struggle or tension? If so, release it. And then squeeze your knees back together and drop your feet to the mat. Our last stretch here is figure 4, taking your opposite ankle to your knee. Before you take your foot into the air, use your hands to create space in the hip socket by pressing down and in various places of the inner thigh. See what you can create there, what space is available. Sometimes I like to place, this is my left leg, so I place my right hand on my thigh and my left hand on my side body. I grip it with my thumb and my other fingers. I pull up with one hand and press down with the other. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause here and bring your right foot in the air. Your hands can go wherever you would like them to go. I'm going to interlace mine behind my right thigh and maybe find a little rock here because it feels good. Squeezing the knee toward the chest to deepen the stretch. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop the foot down, release your ankle, and switch sides. So again, here we're creating space in the hip, pressing down on the inner thigh in various areas. Explore, see what feels good, what doesn't. Stay away from sharp pain. And when you're ready, release. Come into your figure 4 now with foot in the air. Make sure you're breathing here. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet. Extend your legs onto the mat. Reach overhead one last time. And then we're going to come back to our seated position. Option to rock up or roll onto your side and press yourself up. So now we place our hands on our knees and torso rotations again, noticing the difference now between what it was and what it is. Here's 4, 3, 2, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change the cross of the legs. Rotate your torso. 4, 3, 2, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get taller in your spine. We'll take one last forward fold here, finding your point of comfort. And this is where I leave our session with you just leaning in, feeling into your forward fold, allowing your last moments of release to happen, calling back your intention for this stretch session, and allowing it to be the intention for your entire day. Release, ease, flow, joy, contentment, and peace. I appreciate our practice together. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.